Hey, good morning or afternoon or evening. This is Coach Kurt Johnson from the E-commerce Business School coming at you for a daily dose of destiny. Welcome everybody. If you want to know more about the Daily Dose of Destiny, myself or the E-commerce Business School, you can go to www.joinebs.com. The link's there in the description. If you want to follow Daily Dose of Destiny, just go ahead and hit add me. I'm sitting in front of my world map, and I got a question for you. What do you notice about this map? What's different about this world map than what you normally see on a world map? I'm going to give you just a few seconds to think about that as I introduce paradigms. A paradigm is a ruling way of thinking. It's a common way of processing information that has very much to do with your upbringing, has very much to do with your culture that you live in. Paradigms are neither right or wrong. It's just a matter of acknowledging that they exist and that they have a certain amount of power and influence over us. But to expand into fulfilling our destiny, there's oftentimes that you have to overcome the paradigms that you are in and expand them, because there are different thought processes between the entrepreneurial world and the employee world. And I'm going to give an example here with this map. Did you figure it out yet? Do you see what's different about this world map? If you want to follow us here at the E-commerce Business School, just go to www.joinebs.com and we will challenge your paradigms. So I'm using this as an analogy to challenge a paradigm right now. Do you notice? This map behind me is Pacific centric. Most maps in the world are Atlantic centric. In other words, right down the middle is the Pacific Ocean here, where most world maps are Atlantic. And it's interesting, though, when you think about that paradigm, that we tend to be isocentric. We tend to be thinking our culture and our ways and our thought process are all the best. And it's okay to think that. I'm not challenging any of that. I have convictions and thought processes and paradigms and beliefs that I would never give up for the world. But having said that, there are peripheral thought processes and paradigms that maybe aren't all that necessary, that we need to look at and have open dialogue. And that's particularly true in the entrepreneurial world. If you are going to venture into self-employment, creating a difference for your family, making the destiny happen for you and your loved ones, you are going to confront paradigms that you have to change. So this map here is Pacific centric. See, we as I guess I would call it Americans tend to be also as a culture isocentric. I've had the privilege, I'm going to turn my back on you just for a minute here. I've had the privilege of living in New Zealand for a couple of years. I would fly up to Philippines and spend a few months on and off living in the Philippines. I lived in the Fiji Islands for a year. But what's really interesting about the paradigm here that I want to show you is most of the Earth's population lives right here. Right here is where most of the Earth's population lives. Obviously, that includes China, but again, it's this whole region. And so part of the paradigm shift that you need as an entrepreneur to be able to fulfill your destiny, create something for you and your family, is it's not just all about you. You need to expand and say, who do I want to touch? What lives do I want to impact? That's what we at the E-commerce Business School are all about. You creating your destiny, you taking steps to fulfill your ultimate calling, if you want to call it that, or your ultimate influence that you have. Because if you don't do that, it won't have the ripple effect upon you, your children, your culture, your family, the generations, whatever it is. It's not about you. Just like this map is kind of an analogy. It's really not all about America. It's really not all about the Western world. When you consider that most of the people on the earth are Asians. And so all I'm trying to do is mess with your mind a little bit today on purpose. I've had the privilege of living in other cultures, which really, I so much value that experience of having lived in a few different cultures to really be able to discern what is American culture versus what is other culture, and see the good and the beauty of each one and see the shortcomings of them also. So what are your shortcomings? What paradigms are you going to have just to smack? Say, wow, you know what? I do have an isocentric, self-centered, maybe even selfish point of view towards what I'm doing here. No. We at the E-Commerce Business School, you can go to www.joinebs.com. We at the E-Commerce Business School want to challenge those paradigms, get you into an entrepreneurial mindset so that you can begin to fulfill your destiny, which will have the ripple effect to affect the world that you want to impact and change also. So think about it. To fulfill your destiny, you need to expand your paradigms and look at things differently. It all begins with a mindset on who you are and what you want to accomplish for you, your life, and your loved ones. So on behalf of Ann Sieg and all the coaches, trainer, faculty, and staff here at the E-Commerce Business School, hope you enjoyed my Pacific-centric world map and that you will think about the paradigms that it is uncomfortable. Truly, living in some of those other cultures was not comfortable. I didn't do it as a tourist. I lived among the common people. It's not all comforting. You coming into this entrepreneurial world, it's not going to be all comfortable, but we're here for you at the E-Commerce Business School. Join EBS.com and join us on this journey as we fulfill destinies, both individually and collectively. This is Coach Kurt. Have a great day. Now, let's make it one.